gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. Here's a video where it says that the Trump administration labels parts of Maryland and Virginia as sanctuary jurisdictions. Local leaders say they are not breaking the law. This is a list released by the Homeland Security webpage accusing dozens of places inside the DMV area of deliberately and shamefully obstructing federal immigration laws. Yeah, I call BS on that, but let's go ahead and check out this video and see what they're talking about.
Papá dice que bajes. No tengo hambre. ¿Qué? Nunca quieres salir de tu cuarto.
Just as soon as I can open it.
Si no quieres hablar conmigo, deberías.
In Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. have been labeled by the Trump administration as what they're calling sanctuary jurisdictions. So look at this long list of local places singled out by the president. The administration claims these places are obstructing federal immigration laws. Leaders in Montgomery County, Greenbelt, College Park, and Alexandria have all sent us statements.
So every place in Maryland across the Chesapeake Bridge, I guess they're putting as Democratic or far left, but everything across the Chesapeake Bridge heading toward the Eastern Shore, I guess they're calling it the far right. And they're more Republican. So it kind of seems like it's all stacked up around everything in the DMV area, everywhere around Washington, D.C., if you notice the names.
Refuting those claims.
Yeah, my computer's kind of old, so
Once a promising prospect for the Buffalo Sabres,
okay, that's what we were looking at.
In Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. have been labeled by the Trump administration as what they're calling sanctuary jurisdictions. So look at this long list of local places singled out by the president. The administration claims these places are obstructing federal immigration laws. Leaders in Montgomery County, Greenbelt, College Park, and Alexandria have all sent us statements refuting those claims.
You know the crazy thing about this? Maybe that was all for the video. You know, the funny thing about this is Maryland is one of the highest, even though we may have a Democratic governor, Maryland is one of the highest states in the world as far as paying. So all these people that's paying all this money, that has these high-paying jobs, you know, you can't just go with, well, that's why they're voting Democratic, because they're on welfare and they're on poor and stuff. No, these people have good paying jobs. These people work for the government. And like I said, they're in one of the highest states in the country, which is Maryland. Because Maryland, every year, they raise taxes on homes and everything else. So the fact that they're labeling them as sanctuary cities, it just shows you that anybody that doesn't agree with President Trump or President Trump's administration at this time is basically labeled an enemy. It's almost like an enemy of the state, when that's not the fact. You know, people, like I say, people have their decisions. People have their own opinions. Everybody, you're just not like a robot. I know there's all these websites out here and these channels that's dedicated to King Trump. But people do have their opinions. And it's good for other people to have opinions, because then everyone comes up with cohesive ideas that help everyone, not just one side, like the far right. All right.